Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks Part 3. I wasn't really going to mean to make it Part 3, but I thought I'd give them a little hint how I would do it. I didn't really like in Part 2, if you didn't watch it, it's got a line separation between two horses. You could either color map this or actually do what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make two horses, and I'm going to make one of them black and one of them white, or one of them gray. And then I'm going to show you how you could double run this. So we want the black horse first. I'm going to put the black horse in back, but we need to get all of his legs. So we want that leg, and that leg. So that's the back of the horse. Because this is the other part of the horse's limbs. Now what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to be a lot easier if I move things out of the way, but I think this is going to work. Take your virtual segment delete key and delete the other part of the other horse that's in the, so that really needs to probably be, and that'll kind of help you do this. That needs to be black also. And then delete, so that wouldn't show up in the regular picture, and neither would this. And then that way we can take this horse is gray. We're going to make it gray. We're going to take the smart fill, and you could actually make it black, but we're going to make it gray. See, it looks like there's two horses running together and they're separated. Now, this is how I would do it. I'm going to take away the outline on both of them. I'm going to take away my yellow box. And let's say I'm going to get rid of the clip art. Let's make it a little bigger now. And what I would do, let's say we're going to make a plaque. And we're going to make the plaque that big. And then we're going to take it and we're going to move it up. And I do this a lot, called double engraving. I need to grab that corner. Then we know that gray is all one solid horse. The black is made up of different sections. So what we're going to do, we're going to see how big this is, and it's over 13 inches tall. So I'm going to make my nudge factor 15. I'm going to take the gray horse and move it up out of the way. So all this needs to engrave black. So I'm going to group it together. So this is how I would do it in my shop. And you could, if their board is square, you could actually even move your board after you sand. But you could sand them both. And the reason I like doing this, so I'm going to run this first. And I'm going to run it deep and heavy. Then I'm going to nudge that out of the way. And I'm going to go get my gray horse. It's all one piece. And I'm going to engrave it, even though it's gray and it's not going to engrave as much. I'm going to run this one like at 100 power at 50 speed and go really deep. This one I'm going to run at 100 power at, say, 80 speed and just barely mark it. And then the reason I like this over color map, because it doesn't take any longer, because color map would go through here and run two jobs anyway. What I like about it, if it's not quite deep enough, and you'll be able to see, because that other horse is going to be right there, you can run it again a little bit, just a little bit more, and it would look like two horses. Now, if you wanted a little bit more distinct, I'm going to get rid of the bot. You could actually put an outline around that horse and actually make it something a little bit thicker than hairline. I'm using somebody else's file, so I'm going to change that to points. And I'm going to make this thing like 1 point. And when you run that, it'll kind of define between the two horses. Because that black will engrave, but then the gray, it'll look really good. And you could do this with a whole stampede of horses, the same thing. Anyway, and I might change up the tail on the second horse and the mane, because they shouldn't look identical. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.